so I'm running technically it's a dealer-to-dealer transfer, which normally we do that as a reload, but we don't have any loads, so this was available. The only downside to the dealer-to-dealer transfer is sometimes the deadhead, and most of the dealer-to-dealer transfers are not a lot of miles, so you don't end up making a whole lot. That's why you try to grab them when you're already up in a certain area where you're just kind of adding, an hour or two to your time. But this particular reload worked out really well. I did have to deadhead from my house to Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is about 3 hours. So about an hour, I would say half hour to an hour more deadhead than if I was going to Indiana to pick up a trailer for me. But the upside of it is, once I hooked onto this trailer, I was going to a dealership back in Illinois where I live. This dealership is actually only like 30 miles from my house. So the benefit to the dealer-to-dealer loads is they pay $250 a mile. So this is a travel trailer, dry weight, just under 7,000 pounds. Couldn't find a length on it, but I would guess somewhere in that 32 to 35 foot range. So not a small trailer by any means, but not giant. It's used. It's a 2022 that they're just transferring to another dealership. But yeah, it pays $250 a mile. It's about 250 miles. I think it's actually 251 miles. So it's going to pay just over like $625. Which, it's not a ton of money, but considering I left my house around like 11 a.m., a little after, because I had some things. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and I had to help a buddy out that was broken down, so I didn't leave as early as I wanted to. But I'll be home before like 9 p.m., possibly by like 8:30. So 9.5 hours for $625 or $628, whatever it comes out to. $627.50, I think is what it comes out to. So not bad at all. Total miles is going to be, with deadhead and everything, I'll probably be somewhere in like the 550 miles total today with deadhead and everything. So and it would have actually taken me quite a bit less time, but the dealership didn't have the unit ready for me when I got there. The protocol is to have it pulled up ready to go, so we just hook and leave. And then like the paperwork and everything, they literally just do like internally transfer it, so we don't have to worry about keys, paperwork, anything. We just grab the unit and go. So it should have been like 10-15 minutes in and out, but I sat there for at least 45 minutes while I waited for them to get the trailer. Then they ended up not even getting the trailer. I had to go get it and hook it up. But so I did lose some time there, and then coming back through Milwaukee, there was an accident, so I lost another like 30 minutes there with traffic. So this run definitely could have been accomplished probably in 8 hours. So pretty decent money, if you ask. Well, that car was flying, and then I get cut off by a motorcycle. But yeah, so I mean, pretty decent money if you think about, if you could get it done in like 8 hours and it pays $627.50. Definitely the reloads at $250 a mile are nice, or the dealer-to-dealer transfers, I should say. And a lot of times, like customer deliveries that we do also pay $250 a mile, and they pay, if they pay to have it like leveled and set up and stuff. I want to say it's like an extra $250. So if you're someone that's done that before, like if you have your own travel trailer or camper or whatever that you leveled, you can get that done, you know, in less than an hour for sure. Like leveling it, setting it up, backing into the spot, hooking up all the sewage, electric, water, all that. You could definitely get that done in like less than an hour. So if you're gonna get an extra $250 to set it up, like definitely worth your time. But I've only done one customer delivery, and I did get paid setup for it. But this one is not. It's just a dealer to dealer, so there's no setup or anything like that. It's just a straight $250 a mile. But with that being said, it does look like it's going to be really slow for the rest of October, which October hasn't technically started. I think tomorrow is the first, October 1st, or maybe the next day. But based off what my dispatcher said is they're trying to tell, like they told him to stop delivering units for right now, unless they ask for them, to our biggest customer, where we do 90% of our deliveries, probably more than 90% of our deliveries, or at least me, I deliver like 99% of them go to this customer. So it's going to be slow through October. I did deliver a load yesterday up to Lake Mills, Wisconsin, so I'll get these 2 loads in this week. Worked out good because my power washing trailer broke a couple weeks back. It's been getting the pump rebuilt on it, and I'm picking it up tomorrow. So that's why I was looking for a load today, because I couldn't do any work with my business. And that's kind of how I've been doing it, is like, all right, if I can't work with mine, let me work with the RV transport. But I'll have my pressure washer back tomorrow. So I'll work out the next couple days doing my business, and then I actually go to Florida for a week on vacation, and then when I get back, I'm going to be kind of balls to the wall with my business being really busy. So I'm not too worried about not having RV transport loads really for the month of October. And honestly, like, I might get a few here and there, which is fine. Like, I'll take them, or my buddy can run them, and we'll just kind of focus on knocking out work with my business. And then, you know, when the time comes for it to get busy again, we'll get busy with it. Update on the Ram. I do have a separate video on this that I've been meaning to post, but I'll just do a little update here as well. And that's that the transmission is out. Parts are ordered. It's getting a built transmission. Decided to go that route based off the fact that it's got a tune on it and a delete. So for $7,500, I'm getting the built transmission put in it. Should be done hopefully by the end of this week. However, I leave really early Friday for vacation. So if it's gonna be Friday or after, then I probably won't go get the truck until I get back from vacation. And then if there is like a RV load that needs to be ran, we'll just run it through the Power Stroke. That one is still leased on right now. That's what I'm driving right now, is my 2019 F350 Power Stroke. It's up to 204,000 miles, and I was hoping to be running the Ram full time by now with RV transport, but it just hasn't worked out that way with the issues with the Ram. As soon as I get it back, I'm going to lease the Ram on and take the Power Stroke off. I actually have a ladder rack right now on my Power Stroke, so it kind of looks goofy pulling these travel trailers down the road, because it looks like I got a contractor's truck, because I've been carrying ladders on my truck for gutter cleaning and stuff like that. So what I do right now is I'll take the ladders off, but the ladder rack is bolted down, so that stays on. And then if I have to run a fifth wheel, I'll just dismantle the back side of the ladder rack and lay it in the bed and hook up the fifth wheel. So that's kind of what's going on now. But hopefully by the time I run my next RV transport load, I'll have the Ram back. I did have somebody that I have like 3 people lined up to buy the bed cap, so hopefully one of them will buy it when I get the truck back. And then the fifth wheel hitch I bought for the Ram, I think it's old and not in the best shape. It's missing a few parts, so I'm actually going to just list that and sell it and just buy a different one, because I don't want to mess around with it. And I started thinking about it. It's like I don't really want, like, if I'm having trouble getting it locked into place and stuff, like, I don't want to take a chance pulling campers with something that maybe isn't up to par. So, see if somebody else wants it and wants to take the time to mess with it, sell it for cheap. I think it's a Kurt, and I'll pick up a different fifth wheel hitch that's ready to go, and then that truck will be ready. There's still a few things that I want to do to it, like I want to get the ball joints done, eventually, and to get that driver's seat, the hole that it's like a tear in the side of the bolster. I'm going to replace that bottom cushion. So that's kind of some of the things I want to get done. And then with the Power Stroke, I think I decided to get that disaster prevention kit done for the CP4 pump. I'm just trying to decide if I want to pay someone to do it or if I'm just going to tackle that myself. It's like $400, and then I think to have a shop do it, I was quoted at like $1,200 with parts. So it's just a matter of whether or not the time is worth the $800, or do I just pay a shop to do it. But that's gonna wait until after I get the Ram back at least. So that's about it for now. Just wanted to cover these dealer-to-dealer loads and just mention the fact that up until this point, I thought we were kind of holding off on it getting slow, but it does look like we are going to get slow, or we are slow, just like everybody else is saying as well. So, quick update, let me know in the comments if you're an RV transporter, is the company that you're leased on to slow as well. Have you had any loads recently? Or, are you slow like we are? Hopefully by the end of October, it'll be kicking strong again.